All right. Okay.
Hello, my name is Russell, and I'm a part of the Criminal Justice 2 group. And today I'm going to talk to you about why the NGR and the not guilty by reason of insanity plea is effective. And I want you to believe that also. So imagine a world where there's like legally insane people just committing vicious crimes, and all there is time being spent in jail for their crime. Now, once they get out of jail, they'll be doing the same things that they did when they were committed for. And this won't necessarily help the greater society, because then there's more insane people who have a bigger chance of hurting and harming others. But good thing this is not the case, thanks to the NGRI plea. So, today I want to talk to you about a little bit about what the NGR does to protect, the NGRI plea does to protect the defendants and citizens. I also want to talk to you about what some of the opposing arguments are and what can be done to make the NGR plea more effective. Since it's important to know what the NGR plea does, I'll address that first. Now, the NGR, the not guilty by reason of insanity plea, it gives defendants a fair trial, as I mentioned before in my informative speech. And in this fair trial, they are taken to be evaluated in psych facilities to determine whether or not they really are legally insane. Now, the psychiatric facilities are better than the defendants being sent to jail, because first, jails are overcrowded. And according to this graph, you can see that the United States have a larger percentage of inmates in jails than any other country, which is actually bad. And according to this satisfying retirement blogspot.com, 69% of all of those released from prison and jails returning within 3 years, it seems rather obvious that the panel systems is good at locking people up but not helping them, which is true, because they put these people in jail and they aren't really helped for the crimes. They aren't really helped to understand why the crimes they committed are wrong. And if someone who's insane is put in jail, they aren't really getting the help that's needed, as opposed to being put in a psychiatric facility. Now, of course, there are opposing views about the effectiveness of the NGR plea, and here are some of them. According to psychology.jlink.org, a national survey about 60% of states require expert witnesses in NGR, not guilty by reason of insanity, determinations to be psychiatrists or psychologists. Less than 20% requires additional certification of some sort, and 12% requires a test So the quality of expert witnesses vary from state. Now, what this is saying is that different states only, to testify for a defendant, different states require different things. Like, they'll have someone testifying against them, saying that they are insane, and then they'll have another state where they're being evaluated, and then other states where they don't really have much of anything. So this is why the insanity plea is actually good. It's actually effective. Because defendants are kept in psychiatric facilities longer than they would in jail. And this is another opposing argument about the not guilty by reason of insanity plea. But the thing is, the longer these legally insane people stay in the facility, the better their help will get. Now, although these arguments may be true, it doesn't really help everyone. Like I said, if these insanity and legally insane people were released into the world, they would hurt themselves and they would hurt us. Now, who really wants to be hurt or harmed by people? Everybody wants to be safe. What would make the insanity plea more efficient is that if there was a national decision on what the standard of testimonies and procedures would be, everyone can agree on something, and there would be no arguments against it. Now, although the NGR plea seems like a way to avoid responsibility, for defendants to avoid responsibility, it actually gives defendants an opportunity to get help, the necessary help that they need, as well as it will essentially provide a way to rid the world of those who are legally insane. Don't you guys think so? Thank you.
Thank you.